All right. So the process of collective bargaining, how the process begins, how it works. I'm going to focus, although it can be applied to a number of different fields and settings. I'm going to focus just on education. So the process for collective bargaining, step one, both parties prepare for the active bargaining. So they both meet individually. So the employees or teachers will meet and discuss what items they want to prioritize, what they want to bargain for in this next meeting. On the union side, I mean, their panel is selected. They choose which folks they want to have represented in by their union in the specific CBA or the collective bargaining agreement meeting. So both sides prepare what they want to prioritize and maybe achieve in this CBA. Step two, they determine the bargaining style. So there's two bargaining styles in this active or CBAs and collective bargaining agreements. So the first style, which is the lesser common style, is called proposal bargaining. This is where each party has a written proposal. They figure out they prepare their arguments, prepare their proposals. They have written proposals and they discuss them. They already have their ideas on paper, and then in the CBA they discuss them. Both parties discuss these two proposals together. So that's the lesser common route. The more common route is interest-based bargaining, and in this case they do not have written proposals. Both parties don't have written proposals, but they come and talk about they discuss what they were to write and like what they would have written in their proposals. So instead of having it already written out and like decided, they can explore. And they have like an active discussion and talk about why they want some of these things, or why it interests them, or why this should take place, or why pretty much they're talking about all the things they have prioritized and telling them why they prioritize them and why this will be applicable, relevant, and helpful for them if they were to reach some agreement based on what they prioritize. That's the interest-based bargaining style, more common. Step three is when they begin the negotiation process. So this is where both parties figure out a place to meet. They establish ground rules. Remember, it's a very orderly process. Meet in an agreeable location and start negotiations. So this is where they very orderly, in an orderly way, discuss what it is they would like, what the employees would like from the employer, and vice versa. Discuss, remember those things we talked about, like in the previous slide. You're discussing pay rate or hours off or work safety or rights in the classroom, stuff like that. So step four is they reach a tentative agreement. So once they have discussed what they may want in this bargain, whether they're trying to bargain for, establish a tentative agreement, and this agreement is written, but there's still time they can go back and review and say, oh no, we want to add this. So it is still signed, but it's signed on as a tentative agreement, so both parties know that it can be changed very quickly, and then they can meet again and discuss those changes. So step four is they come to a tentative written agreement, and I'll talk about steps 5 and 6 in the next slide.